Lots of people are hesitating now using Milorganite or any other biosolid organic fertilizer in the lawn. Because of this, I've been looking at a lot of the best alternatives to using Milorganite as a fertilizer in the lawn that I possibly can. I want to find some good Milorganite alternatives, things that we can be more confident about being relatively safe or safer, or as safe as we can understand at this moment in time. Today I'm looking at Lawn Luxe. This is a product that I've put on my lawn. This is a product within a line from Lawn Box. The entire concept of this line from Lawn Box is these are organic natural products that can be used in the lawn. What I particularly like about this is that this is a heavy potassium-based fertilizer. It's an even split 7-0-7, 7 to 7, 7% nitrogen, 7% potassium. There's no phosphorus in there. So if you're looking at a Milorganite kind of a thing, you're looking at, what is it? I think it's a 6-4-0. So you're getting a lot of phosphorus without any potassium. Lawns in particular need a lot of potassium, much more than phosphorus, so that they can withstand the stresses of life. I mean, day to day, we walk on them. They endure the beating of the sun coming down on them and lack of water and rain, irregular irrigation schedules sometimes. Lawns need potassium, and this is heavy in it. But here's the thing, like, this also is not exactly organic. Now, it does say that it's OMRI listed. It's an organic natural product. I mean, it says so right there, natural and organic lawn food. The thing is, it's still arguable. All of these things are arguable. If we look at the ingredient list, the vast majority of the nitrogen in this product is coming from soybean meal. Now, I have straight soybean meal right here. Soybean meal is something that is used in gardens all the time. People put this stuff down. It's a 7-1-2. That's the natural analysis of soybean meal, 7-1-2. So if this is 7% nitrogen and most of the nitrogen is coming from soybean meal, we can be pretty sure that this is going to be a good slow release nitrogen breaking down in our lawn. But it's not all soybean meal. If you look deeper on the label, you're going to see that roughly 1/3 of the nitrogen in this is sourced from nitrate nitrogen, or sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate is basically, it's a deposit that's mined mostly out of South America. It is a natural substance. It's one of the few sources of naturally occurring nitrogen that is water soluble, and that's what's going to give this the faster acting effect on the lawn. But it's also what makes it a little bit like, I don't know, is this really an organic product? Because there are an awful lot of places around the world that don't consider sodium nitrate to be usable in organic agriculture. In organic agriculture, especially like farming practices, when you use a sodium nitrate as your, I don't know, your primary fertilizer for nitrogen, you're going to find that it's going to have a lot of, like, I don't know, synthetic fertilizer like effects. It's going to create that quick bloom, that quick stimuli that's needed for growth and microbial life and activity. But then once it's all used up, then everything kind of comes crashing down. And the soil bacterial life, the microbial life in our soil is affected negatively by the quick release action of the sodium nitrate. Over the long run, if you use sodium nitrate all the time, especially by itself, your soil health is going to decline, even though it is a naturally occurring product. So it could be considered natural and organic, but it's not exactly healthy to be using all on its own. So anyway, I don't want to say that this is bad, because it's only a small amount in here. You're talking about 1/3 of it in here, and we're not using this in agriculture. It's for the lawn. As for the extra potassium, you got to think to yourself 7-0-7, but soybean meal is only 7-1-2. So they're getting potassium from some other source. The other source of their potassium is sulfate of potash, or SOP. It's potassium sulfate. These are kind of interchangeable names. This is the version of potassium that has to be used for a product like this to call itself organic and get OMRI listed. The vast majority of potassium used in lawn fertilizers and other kinds of fertilizers of all kinds is muriate of potash, MOP. That's used in what, like 90-95% of fertilizers. This is a more premium version of it. It can really only be produced in a couple different ways. So MOP potash is mined typically out of, like, you know, the mines up in Canada. You can take MOP potash and you can chemically treat it with sulfuric acid at super high temperatures and create sulfate of potash, which are going to have lower chloride levels. But the other way of doing it is to take this mineral langbeinite, and you can actually extract sulfate of potash from this. Now, this is another mineral that's mined. So what? We've got muriate of potash is mined out of Canada. You've got sodium nitrate, which is mined out of South America. Langbeinite is typically mined out of New Mexico. This comes out of the ground. You can extract the sulfate of potash, and it ends up going into products like this, and it's able to be classified as organic or used in organic fertilization practices. Sulfate of potash tends to come with sulfur in it, so you do see sulfur on the label. That sulfur is coming from the same source. And what's also cool about this product is that it comes with humic acids just built right into it. I mean, it's a granular humic acid. It's not like something that we spray in the lawn. I spray stuff on the lawn a lot, but the granular stuff is in here as well, which is a nice kick in the pants if you ask me, because most granular fertilizers, especially stuff that you just pick up off store shelves, don't have humic acid included. You kind of have to buy that separately. So anyway, this product is going on my Milorganite alternatives list. It does not contain phosphorus, so it's not a perfect alternative for Milorganite. If you truly are looking for an organic lawn fertilizer that is heavy in nitrogen and phosphorus, there are other options out there. Our lawns don't need nearly as much phosphorus as Milorganite offers anyway, so we want to kind of manage that number, which is why I like this product. I'm not sure if it's my favorite product of all of the lawn organic fertilizer categories, but it is an excellent option. If you're looking for more Milorganite alternatives, I've reviewed a number of other options here in this channel. I'm not going to link to all of the videos because there's a number of them, but down below in the description, I have a link to my website. You can find my reviews to all of those alternatives right there on that page. If you're getting into lawn care and you want to learn more about the natural way of doing it, I've got a full video kind of linked right up here all about organic lawn care. Make sure to take a look at it. It's where I go into a lot of these ingredients that are used in most of the organic fertilizers. A lot of information in there. Check it out.